Right now, a highly divisive day starting in the nation's capital with the Roe decision rippling nationwide, including right here in Wisconsin. Plus, people against abortion rights are watching rallies and gatherings with anxiety tonight, fearing they could become the targets. And there's fear on the other side, what women can do now. We're going to hear from Planned Parenthood on options still on the table in Wisconsin. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. After nearly 2 months of speculation, the United States Supreme Court did what many people either feared or hoped for, overturning the 50-year-old case that made abortion legal nationwide. In a 6-3 decision, the court moved to effectively nullify Roe v. Wade, a case that was decided in 1973. Writing for the majority, Justice Alito said, "The Constitution does not confer a right to abortion." Chief Justice John Roberts joined the other 5 conservatives in upholding Mississippi's abortion ban, but wrote that he would have stopped short of overruling Roe outright. The High Court's 3 liberal justices wrote a statement saying they were dissenting with a sorrow tonight for many millions of American women who have lost a fundamental Constitution protection.
I'm hoping for the best, but it's clear that these justices don't care about the majority of Americans and their voices.
This is going to be like history. This is just the beginning of, the pro-life generation, being there for women, for the unborn.
The ruling puts the court at odds with the majority of Americans. CBS News polling found that 2/3 wanted the court to leave Roe v. Wade in place. Protests are expected to grow in the coming days, including right here in Wisconsin. People are actually starting to gather at a rally downtown in Madison. Arman Rahman is there. And Arman, what are you seeing?
Yeah, Brady, hundreds continue gathering here in front of the Capitol steps here on the State Street side. Take a look at some of the signs they have. It's hundreds of voices that are really filled with anger, grief, and quite frankly, fear for what may come, because they're worried about how this may affect other rights, reproductive and civil rights for the LGBTQ community and other communities as well. And as you can see here, they're organized primarily by the Madison Socialist Alternative. However, they also joined a Stop Asian Hate rally that was actually happening in progress before the event started here. And MPD expects all protests to be peaceful tonight. However, they do have a special events team activated to help monitor those demonstrations. We'll have more in the next hour. Brady?
Thanks so much. And there's been plenty of reaction pouring in from a number of our elected leaders. Here's what the president, vice president, and the House Minority Leader had to say.
I know so many women are now going to face incredibly difficult situations. I hear you. I support you. I stand with you.
This is a healthcare crisis, because understand, millions of women in America will go to bed tonight without access to the health care and reproductive care that they had this morning.
The voiceless will finally have a voice. This great nation can now live up to its core principle that all are created equal. Not born equal, created equal.
And Wisconsin's politicians, of course, have their own takes on this High Court's ruling. Governor Tony Evers said, in part, the decision is disastrous. He also said he will never stop fighting to make sure that every single Wisconsinite has the right to consult their family, faith, and doctor to make the right choice for them. Senator Ron Johnson wrote, "Today is a victory for life," adding, "Hopefully this debate will be conducted with compassion and respect." Johnson's counterpart, Senator Tammy Baldwin, said, "Republicans have taken us back to 1849, and they want to keep us there." She added, "Women will now have fewer rights than their mothers and grandmothers had for decades." Republican candidate for governor Rebecca Kleefisch said, in part, "Now the abortion debate goes back to the states where it always belonged." She also said, "As a state, we must hold firm for the voiceless and protect their right to life." As for the man who replaced Kleefisch, Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes said, quote, "Like it does for so many Americans, this decision hits close home for me." He would add that this choice will punish women and cost people their lives. And GOP candidate Tim Michaels said life must always be protected. We should not demonize those who believe in that. For some who are in favor of this ruling, it is a mix of appreciation and anxiety. Our Catherine Merckx checked in with a group based in Madison who's very much feeling that way tonight. Catherine, what did you hear?
You'll likely remember the early morning vandalism and firebombing of the Wisconsin Family Action offices in Madison last month. A secretive online group claimed responsibility for that attack, and today the organization's director told me she feels that vandalism could be a sign of more to come. Here's what the office looks like today. When I was there, you could still see the smell and what was burning on May 8th. Madison police and federal investigators are looking into the case but haven't produced any suspects. WFA's president told me she fears that the response from today's Supreme Court ruling could mean more instances of violence toward people like her who support today's ruling.
If this is what they were willing to do, to firebomb my office on Mother's Day morning after the leaked opinion, what will they do when the final decision comes down, if it is in any way reflective of what came out in that leaked opinion? And indeed, the decision today was.
Wisconsin Family Action is not alone in their concerns. We talked with other leaders who support today's decision, but are worried about the possibility of violence or becoming targets. Plus, we'll share what law enforcement plans to do to ensure protests and rallies are allowed, but remain peaceful. That's at 6.
All right, thanks so much, Catherine. This was a very difficult morning for Planned Parenthood staff and Wisconsin doctors. They told us about 70 people were waiting on abortions today. None of those could happen. But Planned Parenthood wants those people to know that they're not abandoning them. Our Talia Holdeen joins us now with more.
Tonight, you have two options if you want an abortion. Either go to another state or take a set of FDA pills that essentially cause a miscarriage. Healthcare providers say neither option is ideal. For their part, Planned Parenthood will continue to provide people with informational, financial, and pre-abortion clinical support. This means help with things like travel expenses to get an abortion out of state and covering ultrasounds and blood tests. Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin hopes that provides some relief for states like Illinois, which could see many more people coming in.
We really want to make sure that patients are getting all of the support they need in Wisconsin before they travel somewhere else, and that they're not spending an entire day of their time of finding childcare, of taking time off of work and traveling, only to be turned away.
For those looking into medication-based abortions, doctors want you to analyze the process and medication source. They say FDA abortion pills aren't available at local pharmacies and can no longer be dispensed at a clinic. Instead, you have to buy them online and may need to wait 3 weeks to get them. Planned Parenthood predicts Illinois alone could see up to 30,000 additional abortion patients.
All right, let's take a moment to walk you through how we got here and some of the big events that happened locally since early May. First, this all starts late on Monday night, May 2nd, when Politico releases a leaked draft opinion showing that the Supreme Court is ready to strike down Roe v. Wade. Then, less than just 24 hours after that report comes out, we see protesters gather on the Capitol steps, making their voices heard against this leaked opinion. We jump ahead to Sunday, May 8th, when Madison Police and Fire Department are called to a pro-life organization's office building to investigate a possible arson. There haven't been any arrests made in this case, but an extremist group did claim responsibility for this attack. Then about a week later, another protest is held on the Capitol steps as a part of a nationwide Bands Off Our Body rally. Politicians, including Governor Tony Evers, were there and called on for action. Then on June 8th, the governor calls for a special session to repeal Wisconsin's 1849 ban on abortions. That session is held this Wednesday, but ends within seconds without any discussion. So where does that leave the future of abortions in our state? Political reporter Will Keneally has more on what law enforcement, or perhaps the lack thereof in some respects, would look like.
So abortion law in Wisconsin has reverted back to 1849, banning abortions in almost all circumstances. And Wisconsin has been out of practice in enforcing that law since Roe v. Wade was decided in 1973. Madison and Dane County both say that they will not enforce Wisconsin's ban, but at the state level, it is a little bit more of an open question. Attorney General Josh Kaul says he will not put resources himself toward enforcing the ban, but there will be litigation in the coming days.
If the 19th century law goes into effect, we're talking about trying to apply a law written in the 19th century to 21st century medicine. There were a series of laws passed subsequent to Roe that regulate abortion and assume that it's lawful. And so whether that set of laws controls or instead if the old ban is in place is something I think we're going to see litigated in the courts.
Kaul says he can't force local DAs to take a certain position, but that he can discourage them from enforcing the ban. Of the 3 counties with abortion clinics that would be affected, Dane County says it will not prosecute, and the Milwaukee County DA says he does not want to prosecute. We've not heard back from the Sheboygan County DA, which has the 3rd clinic in that county. Kaul's up for re-election this year and says a more conservative DA could push state resources toward investigating abortion providers. He faces the possibility of running against Republicans Adam Jarko or Eric Toney, who both applauded today's decision.
All right, thanks so much, Will. Today's decision has many people thinking about tomorrow and what could come next for the Supreme Court. There are fears that the court may overturn rulings on gay marriage and privacy rights. UW political expert Howard Schwarber says that one justice in particular may want to, but it's not a guarantee.
Thomas calls for a return to a form of jurisprudence we haven't seen since the 1870s, and to start over, to think about what rights the Constitution defends and doesn't, abandoning essentially everything that's been done in the past 150 years. I don't see any of the other members of the conservative majority following that lead, but that is...
Now that Roe v. Wade has been overturned, many states are quickly imposing abortion bans or are restricting abortion access, while other states are emerging as abortion sanctuaries. At least half of the states are expected to quickly ban or severely restrict access to abortion, while healthcare providers in several other states are bracing for a surge of women seeking abortions from out of state. California, New York, Kansas, Illinois, Oregon, Washington State, and Colorado are just a few of those states designating themselves as abortion havens or sanctuaries. In New York City, the mayor's office says no woman in need of an abortion will be turned away.
We will take the necessary steps to fully protect both women in this city and those who come to our city to access the freedom which may no longer exist in their hometowns.
West Coast governors also announced a new coalition today in an effort to protect patients seeking abortions in their region. Could today's rulings put other precedents in danger, like same-sex marriage and decisions about contraceptions? That's what Supreme Court justices are already debating after the High Court voted to end abortion rights at the federal level. Justice Clarence Thomas has already explicitly called for the court to reconsider its ruling, striking down state restrictions on contraceptives and prohibitions on same-sex marriage. He said, quote, "We do have a duty to correct the error established in those precedents." And for much more information on the Supreme Court's decision today and what it means for Wisconsin, visit channel3000.com. We have a special section on our homepage with all that you need to know. Next at 5, Gary's got your weekend forecast. Plus, we're going to take a closer look at the bipartisan bill on gun control that was recently passed by the Senate. And later at 6, we're going to have much more on the U.S. Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade and what it means for Wisconsin. It was a pretty good day for Wall Street. The Dow ending plus 8.
Guaranteed best mattress deals in Wisconsin are happening now at Ashley Stars and Stripes sale. Save $1,000 on luxury brands, plus bonus offers only available in store. Get 5 years special financing and 5-day delivery on all in-stock mattresses. Don't miss it. Only at Ashley.
Hey, this one's free. Car in front of you pay for it.
The best things in life are free.
This is the greatest day of my life.
Just wait till she hears about free installation from Feldco.
Free installation?
Free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus, no interest until 2024. That's something to get excited about.
Free installation ends Thursday. Call now.
Quality windows, siding, and doors. Call 866 for Feldco.
Before treating your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, you're not the only one with questions about BOTOX. BOTOX prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start, with about 10 minutes of treatment once every 3 months. So ask your doctor if BOTOX is right for you, and if a sample is available.
Effects of BOTOX may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive BOTOX if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started BOTOX sooner. Plus, right now, you may pay $0 for BOTOX. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on BOTOX.
Take one, marker.
Toilet paper, we all use it. And like cheese or motorcycles, Wisconsin's long been a leader in production. But we lost our share of the market and jobs as companies sought cheaper and cheaper labor. Our supply chain crisis shows just how vulnerable we are when we allow Wisconsin products to be made overseas. I'm running for Senate to fight this race to the bottom, to make sure Wisconsin jobs and products are made right here. Because Chinese toilet paper, my ass. I'm Tom Nelson, and I approve this message.
The Stars and Stripes sale is happening now at Ashley. Don't miss our biggest savings this summer. Shop early for doorbuster discounts up to 52% off while supplies last. Plus a holiday bonus of 5% off at checkout. And 5 years special financing, and a $1,000 purchase is just $21 a month. Only at Ashley.
Fears of violence in reaction to today's Supreme Court ruling. We look into safety measures that officials are taking here. And with abortion surgery no longer available in Wisconsin, what are the remaining options for women? Tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
He came in guns blazing, just took her out.
1 year after a tragic murder-suicide in Sun Prairie, the victim's loved ones want the world to know about one law they believe could have saved her. A law Wisconsin hasn't passed. News 3 Now investigates Sunday at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Democrats came together with 14 Republicans in the House and 15 in the Senate to pass new gun control legislation. The House has passed a Senate bill sending the first major new gun control law in nearly 30 years to the White House to be signed into law. The bipartisan legislation will enhance gun background checks for people under the age of 21. It sets aside $750 million to give to states that implement red flag laws, and it also closes the so-called boyfriend loophole.
I don't believe in doing nothing in the face of what we saw in Uvalde and we've seen in far too many communities.
This bill is a compromise. It doesn't do everything I want. But what we are doing will save thousands of lives.
Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said today that he is not concerned about the pressure from the NRA. All right, let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canulti. Gary, how's it looking?
Well, skies are sunny right now, but that'll change for tomorrow. We got more humidity on the way and some scattered showers and thunderstorms. 3 things you need to know: as the humidity levels increase and the clouds move in, that'll keep temperatures down to the lower 80s for tomorrow. But we'll also see those scattered showers and thunderstorms from late tonight west of Madison through much of southern Wisconsin during the day tomorrow, and then ending tomorrow evening. That'll set up a breezy, cooler, and less humid day for Sundays. High temperatures drop back into the middle 70s. We'll see plenty of sunshine, and then temperatures will be back into the lower 80s as we hit Tuesday and stay at or above 80 for the rest of next week. High-resolution Doppler radar, quiet across southern Wisconsin, but you can see some thunderstorms in the northern part of the state, some storms to our south and east, and then strong to severe thunderstorms starting to develop in the Dakotas and into northern Minnesota. Those will be moving in to southern Wisconsin late tonight, but they'll be weakening. Right now, the highest severe weather threat for tonight is across parts of western Minnesota and the eastern Dakotas. A level 3 or enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms there for widespread wind damage. But as those storms move into Wisconsin, they weaken. There's a marginal risk for an isolated severe thunderstorm about to the Mississippi River and into the northern parts of the state overnight. Now, tomorrow, as a cold front moves in late in the day or tomorrow evening, there'll be more thunderstorms, but the best chances for severe weather will stay to our south across parts of eastern Iowa and northern Illinois. Just an isolated severe weather threat with gusty winds being the main threat. Temperatures right now are in the upper 80s to lower 90s through much of Wisconsin. Notice out to the west, though, those temperatures in the 90s, triple-digit heat across parts of Kansas again. But the humidity levels, the dew point temperatures, are higher out to the west. Notice those dew points in the 70s through Kansas City and Omaha and into parts of the eastern Dakotas. That's where the severe weather will take place tonight. But again, as those storms move eastward into Wisconsin, the dew points are a little bit less. So the air is a little bit drier. That will stabilize things a bit and prevent a lot of widespread severe thunderstorm activity. Probably just some heavy downpours would be our main threat here. The jet stream each day has been moving a little farther to the north, so that's allowed the heat to start building up again. But the jet stream starting to drop to the west in the western part of the country. In between gives us a southwesterly wind flow and starts to transport that moisture, Kansas City and Omaha, eventually northeastward into Wisconsin. That's what will give us the better chances for rain as we head into tonight, late tonight and tomorrow. There's also a cold front out to the west. You can see that pushing through the Dakotas. That's where the storms are starting to develop. There's also a stationary circulationary front to the south where the highest humidities are. This kind of focuses all the humidity out to the west. High pressure is located just out to our east. That keeps us with southerly winds, but also feeds in some drier air from Indiana and Ohio right now into southern Wisconsin. And again, that's keeping the storms up in the northern part of the state, keeping the southern part of the state relatively dry. Temperatures right now right around 90, give or take a degree or two. A little bit cooler out toward Des Moines, Iowa. They've got cloud cover there, and that's the big difference. But the dew point temperatures are higher out to the west. And as we look at future track, again, clear skies this evening will give way to clouds by morning, and you can see the scattered showers and thunderstorms coming through. Now, the very latest computer model forecast brings the heaviest rain across northern Illinois, and then just a chance for some showers and thunderstorms late tomorrow afternoon to tomorrow evening. Skies clear out after that, and then we'll look for some nice weather for a couple of days with high temperatures in the 70s for both Sunday and Monday. So for tomorrow, scattered showers and thunderstorms, more humidity, high temperature at 83 degrees. Future track, the showers and storms arrive late tonight and through much of tomorrow morning, and then maybe some in the afternoon and early evening before the cold front comes through, the wind shift around to the northwest, and high temperatures on Sunday drop back into the middle 70s. Rainfall amounts, heaviest across Iowa, probably a quarter to a half inch through much of southern Wisconsin. Some areas could pick up more than that in a heavier thunderstorm. 7 to 10 day forecast, you can see those temperatures. Lower 80s on Tuesday, mid 80s on Wednesday. Some thunderstorm chances late Tuesday afternoon and late Thursday into Thursday night, ending on Friday. But then dry weather for the first part of the 4th of July weekend, and maybe some thunderstorm chances late in the day on the 4th of July itself. As we check out first warn traffic, here's the view of the Beltline at John Nolan Drive. Traffic a little heavier on the eastbound side, but we're starting to see it break up a little bit. Some delays around Monona Drive, westbound around Fish Hatchery Road. Travel times right now about the same, 17 minutes either direction between University Avenue and I-3990. Heading out of Madison, 25 minutes from the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990. 16 minutes on US 12 from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151 will take you 17 minutes. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
All right, thanks so much, Gary. Next tonight at 5, a Florida community comes together to remember the victims of a condo collapse just 1 year later.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Save on all appliances and grills during the inventory blowout sale at Grand Appliance. Shop unbeatable deals like this GE gas range with convection and air fry for just $847, or this LG kitchen with a 29 cubic foot French door fridge for just $29.97. That's not all. Get up to $750 in additional savings exclusively at Grand. Visit grandappliance.com or your local showroom today. Grand Appliance, the appliance experts.
Hurry into Menards and get 11% off everything. Cool off while adding style with a new ceiling fan. From traditional to modern, small room to great room, we have the best selection of fans in stock, so you'll be sure to find the perfect one for your home. Plus, they'll help you save on cooling costs year-round. Right now, all Hunter and Patriot Lighting ceiling fans are 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
How do you use your energy? Giving back to your community? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about a brighter future. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Get up and go!
You heard the jingle man, Wisconsin. That means it's time to get a versatile, rugged, athletic SUV that makes you feel like you just won a title. Again. Honda was just crowned KBB.com's best value brand for the 7th year in a row. So get up and go to your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin. Bring it home, Songbird.
Get up and go!
When my family opened the first Culver's in Sauk City, Wisconsin, you know what we did? We gave it our all, making sure everyone felt welcome, sharing our favorite foods from around the state, like Butterburgers and fresh frozen custard, greeting every guest with all our heart, crafting each meal with care, believing a smile makes everything taste better. And it's a tradition we bring with us yet today, from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
I'm Tim Michaels.
My company was building the Keystone Pipeline, but then Joe Biden canceled it, afraid to offend liberals. Biden killed hundreds of jobs, sent gas prices way up, making everything more expensive. Only a career politician could make such a mess of things. I'm Tim Michaels. Liberals like Biden and Tony Evers are destroying our economy, and the hardworking people of Wisconsin, they're paying the price. As governor, I'll fight to make sure you keep more of your money, and I don't care who I offend to do it.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Today marks 1 year since the deadly collapse of the Surfside building in Miami. 98 people were killed when a portion of the building crumbled to the ground in the middle of the night. As Nicole Lauren reports, the cause of this collapse is still unknown and hearts are still broken.
Sorry, it's tough to relive this.
Michael Noriega struggled revisiting the night his 92-year-old grandmother was killed, a larger-than-life person with an outsized imprint.
There's just this big void of love that was just constantly poured into my heart, into my family's heart.
Hilda Noriega and 97 others inside Champlain Towers South died when part of the 12-story condo collapsed in the middle of the night.
We weren't looking for anything.
Following the collapse, the Noriega family found precious mementos scattered in the street. This birthday card and family photos.
Those items are now, they're irreplaceable treasures that are invaluable to us.
Banners bearing the victims' names and ages border the site where the building once stood here on Collins Avenue. Family members are missing loved ones and answers.
I'm very disappointed that we still don't know why the building fell down.
Former Surfside Mayor Charles Burkett captured these images when he arrived on scene. He's frustrated with the investigation in the hands of the National Institute of Standards and Technology and not expected to conclude until 2024.
We've got residents of condos all throughout Surfside and all throughout Miami that are wondering if their building's going to fall down too.
Last month, Florida's governor signed a law requiring statewide recertification for condos over 3 stories. Critics say there aren't enough certified engineers in the state to meet that demand. A judge also approved a $1 billion settlement.
There's no amount of money that can ever replace the lost time.
Families mark this somber anniversary holding fast to memories as they still await answers. Nicole Lauren, CBS News, Surfside, Florida.
That settlement money will come from several different sources, including insurance companies, engineering companies, and actually a condominium recently built next door. However, none of the parties are actually admitting any fault. A final check of your first warn forecast when we return.
Dude, great ride. Right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center. My command center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Is your home just as hot inside as it is outside? The problem might be your walls have no insulation or ineffective builder's grade insulation letting all that heat in. But when USA Insulation wraps your home in our premium injection foam, we turn your home into a cooler, keeping the heat outside and your cool, comfortable air inside, right where it belongs, and helping you save on rising electric bills. And right now, when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
We would never hit 12 drunk.
Clutch it up drunk? Not a chance. Do a stoppie drunk? We would never drift drunk. So you should never drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Visiting DePaco Credit Union was the thing that started all this.
We had a lot of student loan debt, low credit scores for bad decisions we had made in our younger years.
We thought it was the point where you could never come back from it. We've always wanted to own our own restaurant, so I just kind of floated the idea like, oh, I found this food truck.
I was like, yeah, let's try it. DePaco helped us so much with just putting everything together.
Definitely life-changing for us.
What we have right now would not have been possible without DePaco Credit Union.
The challenges we face today feel monumental. Inflation, gas prices, and now an unthinkable threat to a woman's right to choose. I'm Alex Lasry, and I have a track record of getting things done. That's how you know I'll work for you. By lowering prescription drug prices, putting more money into people's pockets, and protecting every woman's right to choose, no matter what. This is why we must defeat Ron Johnson and start meeting our challenges head on. That's why I approve this message.
Hy-Vee hot deals are super hot this Friday through Sunday. Fresh avocados, 5 for only $5. Whole seedless watermelon, only $3.99. Basket and bushel strawberries, only $3.99 for a 2-pound pack. Lunchables, 3 for only $4 with coupon. And the savings are hotter than hot on Cottonelle bath tissue. 6 mega rolls for only $4.99 with coupon. Scan the QR code and check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
All right, Gary, how's the weekend forecast coming?
Skies are sunny right now, but we will see some thunderstorms tomorrow. There's the live view from the WISC-TV Skycam. You see some thunderstorms up in the northern part of the state, but they're going to stay up to the north for a while. So we're looking for what's going into Minnesota right now to reach us late tonight. Temperatures right around 90 degrees, give or take a degree or two, but the dew point temperatures are in the upper 50s to around 60. So if you look at the heat index, it's almost the same as the temperature. In some cases, even a degree less, like here in Madison, just because of the dryness of the air. Showers and storms arriving late tonight into tomorrow morning, and then off and on during the day tomorrow. Tomorrow's high temperature at 93. It looks like we'll see temperatures back in the 80s toward the end of next week.
All right, Gary, thanks so much, and we will see you at 6 o'clock.